no letter. Anything else that needs to be added?
I think everything's on there.
While ago. On manifest. Done. This week.
Mhm. Sunday. At 11 p.m. Yes,
We did try to get that.
we did. I reached out to 5 different companies, only 3 bid. The one you have, and 2 other companies. One was Hillsgrove Plumbing, and the other one was Denron. So Denron, I've been doing follow-up calls with them. They, each of the other 2 companies came out, previewed the library, prepared proposals, and we're going to send them in. I gave Denron until Friday to get theirs to me. I didn't receive it. Hillsgrove was unable to get the part that would retrofit this particular unit because it's upstairs and they're going to have to retrofit something. They can't remove the unit through the roof or down through the ceiling. So we have the one bid.
Right, does the library have money for that?
No, it would be out of our town hall and other building accounts because it is a town building. But I'm proposing that we use monies from the local fiscal recovery that we received. Because this is an HVAC system and they have to replace, of course, all the pipes with new.
Can we come under that?
Correct. So then that would, leave your money in your account in case something happens with some other town building throughout the year.
And who was the company? I forgot it already. Granite State,
Granite
thank
State.
you.
Check.
They have the complete scope of work and that's everything.
Yes. And it's in new business, I believe.
Yeah,
Yes, so if anybody wanted to see, and I just have to say that the original quote that the library had obtained was back in December. And the good news is the price did increase, but it was $484. And they can do it with 4 to 6 weeks, within 4 to 6 weeks. So happy about that.
Anybody want to make a motion for that?
I'll make a motion, accept it as is, considering the other bidders can't do it and haven't got back to us. They don't have much time.
Anybody want to second it?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right,
We sent out a letter to Birchwood Hideaway. There's a draining issue on the corner of Hemlock and West Lock Road. You familiar with that?
I am.
So hopefully we can get that straightened out.
Well, we'll certainly help out our highway department if they straighten it out. They're liable to be maintaining that, and it's washing out the road every time it rains.
There are two entrances into that
Yeah, it's not actually Hemlock's, not the entrance. It's Red Oak, I believe.
Red Oak.
Red Oak.
Yeah.
That's the one that goes up the hill, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's been a problem area for a while. We sent out a couple of violation letters, property violation letters. That was mostly for campers, RVs,
Yeah. Mhm.
sewerage.
storage leakage. We did receive our monthly building permit report.
Is the Parade Hill Road of Butters.
We're gonna put that off right now.
Okay,
We haven't sent the notices out, right? We need some information on
Right,
that.
I want more information from the road agent. The project that would take place next year.
oh, yeah, okay,
That's one that needs to be ripped up and put down
Right.
all in the same year. Can't leave it.
Mhm.
Any miscellaneous? Public announcements?
Certain.
I'm Mike Cipriano. I want to just make an announcement. I need to get some people to join the SIP committee, the Capital Improvement Plan Committee. So anybody who's interested, please get in touch with me. I guess you can get in touch with me through Karen.
Mhm.
So, or there's also something on the website, correct? There's something on the website.
It's going on the website, yes.
And that's
How many you have on there? Just you and,
Wayne.
just you and Wayne? Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
I just wanted to let everybody know that the Historical Society is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. And on June 29th, which is actually the anniversary date itself of when the first official Historical Society meeting was held, we will be having a celebration here. It will be, we're hoping to gather a lot of people who have do storytelling night, memories of what they remember. Ed, you've got more family stories, and Karen has family stories, and just have people come in and have storytelling, remember memories of Barnstead night, have some cake, have a little bit of punch, nothing in the punch, just punch, and just to have a little celebration of 50 years of the Historical Society. That'll kick off our summer activities, and we'll be doing additional activities throughout the summer to celebrate that, including one of the things we are going to be doing. If you've been in town, you probably, for a while, you probably have a red covered cookbook from the bicentennial celebration. We will be doing a reprint of that. So we are going to be having it
Well, you have a
reprinted.
Prop person with,
Yeah, I meant to grab, I set it down to get up out of the chair and forgot to pick it up. So we're going to do a reprint of that. So that it'll be available for sale at our various events throughout the year, just as another way to commemorate our 50th anniversary this year. So in addition to a few other events that we've got events planned almost every, well, actually every month this summer. So
What was the date on that?
June 29th at
June
7
29th.
o'clock. Yep. There'll be more about it in the Baysider and in the banner as we get things together.
while I have you here, is that on the Historical Society?
Yep.
I've had a couple of people approach me from the Historical Society, and they're asking about the addition going on. And if, to the effect of something, if there was space for the Historical Society to store things or put things up or do something or other, they'd be interested in
Well,
some kind of financing.
that came up at our last meeting and we didn't take any action on it just because it's premature at this point. So
Okay.
we're not going to be going, we'll wait until things get a little bit more settled on the town's end before we come, but provide any input on what
This is,
what they might
the
leave.
drawings started, right? So that's why I think I was approached because people were aware that some of this has started. So I said I would bring it up.
You have a comment, Lance?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
I think right now we're in the very beginning stages of
That's,
trying to figure out the interior layout for starters.
that was
and-
that was
and the
what I
land.
relayed, that, and there's
Right.
been nothing official yet. So there's nothing we can,
So it may be that there's some space, already here,
That's-
that could be allocated for that as well.
yeah, that's basically what we told that person and just tried to rein it back a little bit because it sounds like it's not, you're not at the point, we're not at the point. So.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Also, Mr. Furtney got a hold of me from the American Legion, and they're going to be putting something together for Memorial Day. And they'd like to try to get, it'll be the usual small thing out here, but they'd like to try to put something together with the police department, fire department, possibly the school. And it was also brought up that the selectmen wanted to march in the parade. That too, but I put that in there. So they're in the, getting that rolling, but he wanted us to get it on tap, maybe speak to fire, police, whoever. And that'll be coming up like they usually.
No March, all right. That's it. I guess we'll take our 5:15 appointment, planning board chair.
I don't like you. I feel Edith Ann and I'm 5 years old. Maybe it's me. Is this better? Please. Use your manners, Ed. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, Select Board. I'm here for the Planning Board. At last month's work session, our fees were reviewed, and Barnstead fees for minor subdivisions, major subdivisions are below our neighboring towns. And what we're finding is maybe we should up our fees. The planning board voted, and there's several reasons for this. One, the administrative costs of reviewing an application, the time spent in the office, that should be borne by the applicant and not the taxpayer that's already here. I mean, the applicant is the one that's going to benefit, not the taxpayers. So with that being said, at our meeting last week, the planning board did vote to up our fees, but now we're coming to you because you guys have the final say. Currently, it's $25 for a site plan application fee. We want to up that to $100. For a minor subdivision application fee, it's $60 a lot. We want to up that to $150 per lot filing fee. And a major subdivision is $100 per lot. And we want to up that to $150 per lot filing fee. And $100 filing fee to cover review of lot line adjustments and boundary line agreements.
Did we have a copy of that? I don't remember seeing it.
Did you get a copy of that?
No.
You didn't? You want a copy?
Yeah, probably, so we can actually look at it.
The office unlocked?
I know the fees that we had previously weren't even close to surrounding areas. And I do know that between notifications, certified letters, the butter, all that stuff there, I mean, those costs are just going up and up anyways. Not to mention the inspections, inspections Fab's doing.
I'm sorry you didn't get that information ahead of the meeting.
I like the idea that it's going to go to those that are going to benefit from it, not taxpayers. That's
Correct.
should be.
Correct. And the other thing that we're going to come back with after we get some more research done is to have an escrow account set up when somebody comes in with a subdivision application. That way they pay ahead of time for review by a wetland scientist, a third-party engineering review. That way we have the money up front. And we're looking at it not mattering how many lots it's going to be. So even if somebody comes in and they want 2 lots, they still have to pay because we still need to do those reviews. As we get less and less land to chop up, we still have to protect our assets.
Yeah.
So how's that gonna work? How are you gonna determine what the number is for that?
Well, if they're a friend of yours, we're going to charge them triple.
Well, that's good.
We haven't figured that out
We
yet.
haven't figured out how
We
you,
just lost a lot of friends.
I'm just wondering how you're supposed to put a number on it, that's all.
I'm not certain. I know some towns have a flat fee. But we're looking to get that money up ahead of time. And if it's not used or whatever portion is not used, it goes back to the
I was
applicant.
just gonna say, so it's refundable.
Mhm. Yes. But that way, if we need to have a certified wetland scientist go out and take a look
Not
before,
footing the bill.
yes.
And basically like a deposit.
Mhm.
Well, that and, depending on an engineer going out there and doing their evaluation of it, the person that's asking for the subdivision could potentially drop it or drop out of it,
Mhm.
and we're still
Stuck with.
We're still stuck
Yeah.
with the bill regardless.
Good. You don't have a number for that yet. Thank you.
No, we'll be back. I'll be back with that. It'll be at least a month. Aaron's going on vacation.
I was gonna say, why do these are all the same? Like, what? Read them. These rates now kind of on a level with surrounding.
We can make them higher.
Is this something you'd have to know? You'd have to make an announcement or put it out there publicly or?
As soon as you guys vote for it, it just becomes effective. The planning board is voted to up the amounts. But the select board sets the fees, so it needs your vote in the affirmative. They're in line with the surrounding towns. Chichester is $150. Epsom is 175. Northwood is 200. Gilmington is 200. So they're close. Pittsfield charges $700 plus $450 for third-party review. So at the work session, this is what this planning board came up with.
I think was the minimum, well, what we felt was the minimum charge.
Correct. If we feel it's not enough, we can always come back and ask you to raise it again.
Make a motion to accept these fees. Great. These fees.
I'll second it.
Diane, or-
I'm here.
Diane, what do you think about the fees?
I think they're fine.
We have a motion from Gary. All in favor?
Aye.
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 So when are these fees effective? Right now?
Yeah, I would say,
Excellent.
I would say they're effective immediately.
Okay. Could I take up a few more minutes of your time regarding planning board?
Yes.
Thank you. The planning board has received a draft subdivider and surety agreement for phase 1 of the Vale Road subdivision. This afternoon, Aaron and I went in and put in numbers and dates as a draft. And I would like that to be reviewed. I prefer it to not be emailed around because it's a legal document. So if you guys could review it, and then we can send it back to the attorney. Because the select board is the enforcement arm of this document. So I would like you guys to take an active part in it. We also received from North Point Engineering an agreement for professional services for phase 1, and that would be an engineering review. And Karen has that, and it has all the prices on it. Looks like Rick has it too.
So if you could review that. And I think it did go to the town attorney for review. And you can see what their fees are. They're very upfront about it. So that was very nice. We did let's see, Friday afternoon, the engineer was here, the wetland scientist. Rick Dwayne is vice chair of the planning board. Rick Terrian is chairman of the select board, myself. Am I missing anybody?
Aaron.
Aaron and Fab
Oh,
all
Fab
met.
too,
Yeah, so we all met with the engineer and we did a review of what's coming. And we learned some things and we received some very good information. So. Any questions?
Oh, well, that's-
Okay,
I'm probably gonna have Diane sign that. Because I'm on the planning board as well.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're the chairman of the select board.
Yeah, I know. but-
Okay, well, thank you. If you have
Thank
any
you.
questions, let me know.
Okay. Is Will coming over?
Yes, he knows he's scheduled for 5:30.
Want to do the bids?
Sure. You're on for 5:45. I
Probably
don't
won't get him
know.
done.
Yeah, I don't know if some of the people that,
Okay.
you
All right,
know,
we'll hold off.
submitted them,
We'll wait a few
yeah,
minutes.
would come. Just look over the proposal that went out to all the companies.
Up over here.
Oh, I got one.
Well, you can step right up if you want.
Yeah, you're right on time. That's nice work. Don't go by that. You're right on time. Nice work.
brought him along tonight. To tell you about what he found out when he did some investigation. You have all the prices in front of you, I think, for the stuff we looked at.
Yeah.
And then we'll compare our current camera. Got the floor, Todd.
Yeah. So this is our current camera right now, ISG. ISG is actually not in business anymore. All in along with some of the ones that we both with, I think they're with Scott now, kind of. Basically, function wise, pretty basic. But when you turn them on, really doesn't last long. The battery already, it's been sitting on the charger. I don't even know how long.
You just took it off.
And right now the battery is saying low. It doesn't even make it through initial fire attack or search, which is what you want it for. Finding a occupant that is in the building. It's probably gonna die just sitting on right now. This is pretty vital to try and find victims. Can't see obviously in a building full of smoke, and this helps you see and find them a lot easier than having to physically search on the ground. If you just hit them with your hand and find them. As far as functions, it's basically just basic thermal imaging. The colors change obviously with temp.
How old is that one there?
I don't know. I know the battery is in it. 2018.
It's not really that old.
Battery.
Battery,
The camera's probably 15 or so years old.
is it?
We can't get parts for it. We can't get a new battery for it. You guys wanna look at that? Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna die.
Oh, sure. Pretty small.
So this is basically the one that we're getting here. Obviously a lot smaller, a lot lighter.
That was pretty much the exact same thing.
This one does a bit more, actually.
Remember how much this one was when you bought it? No idea.
So this one has a few more options. It has a plus mode in it. Change color palettes. So it kind of helps with whether it's search for victims, search for hot spots in the wall easier. Actually, it helps with search for potential person out in the woods even. There's a bunch of different settings for it. Much better resolution screen, so everything shows up a lot easier. Zoom option, zoom in, zoom out.
When was that one manufactured?
This would be brand new.
So that's brand new.
It would be brand new. Actual date of manufacture, right?
State of the art,
No, I'm just,
But yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Right. I didn't know if we were looking at something that's already 2-3 years old or something like that.
No, we did opt to look into getting a demo, buying one of the demo ones. But the price really didn't change. And then you don't get any warranty. This would come with a warranty, along as well as a lanyard and this happens to be the cheapest quote we got too, obviously, and the one that all the guys like.
A lot lighter.
It is a lot lighter. Name.
$700.
It is. We use it for a lot of things, like, and even some basic stuff, like You guys saw the white ballots burning in here tonight. You called us to come find out which one it was. That's what we used to find it. Instead of climbing around on ladder, touching everything, go right from the floor.
That one has, I think, 4 or 5 different color palettes. to Help with certain things like that. finding ballots. Yeah.
They just have one of those, right?
One.
That was,
We did find one of the other. Outdated technology, so.
What's the battery life on that one?
The actual battery life on this, I'm not 100% sure it's the full time. But, I mean, we,
At least an hour.
yeah,
Long enough
our
to
guys played it.
use it for.
Yeah, our guys played with this thing for so long, we've been gone. They don't really drain, and batteries are a lot more like a lithium battery. These batteries are more similar to
Did you just this whole kit? The purchase price,
I don't know if we get the case.
the second battery is what I'm wondering about. The only thing I was gonna say is maybe the boat's missing the second battery. It wasn't much money.
Tell them we want the battery in the case to throw it in.
Okay.
It says,
I'll tell 'em.
it says camera kit,
it does say kid.
so I would imagine.
How come these are so far away in pricing?
Technology, all microchips inside there.
And you got a quote here for
Oh,
21,500, 10,000, almost $10,000, and then that one for 6,700. Seems to be quite a,
Well, the 21 is not accurate. It's the camera itself up on the first line, 11.7. I think he's got a second camera on.
They're 2 different cameras.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
all right.
One's NFPA compliant, one is not. This one is NFPA compliant, so we're trying to stick with sort of like the same realm.
Mhm,
And the NFPA compliant one is 11,700.
Gotcha.
Same with the MSA. That MSA would be. NFPA compliant. We were kind of trying to stick with that in case anything did happen. Any kind of line of duty death or anything like that, they scrutinize every little piece.
The guys all and gals all have in their air pack one of these, a very miniature size one that built right into the air pack. So as they're like dragging a line into a building, to go chase down the fire, and they walk by a door, they can take that real quick and look in there. That's what we call a primary search. Which one? And if you're not the fire down, they get a little more tenable in the secondary search. You can go into this, into every room, check the closet. That's where we're at. We're looking at, obviously, this is not a budget item for me. So we're looking here to get it paid for out of the sustainable trust fund. Revenue goes.
So fire rescue is done. All right,
Chew on it. It's going to take a vote tonight for us.
I think we can take a vote tonight.
I find it to be one of the most important tools you can have for your safety, for the people in the community's safety. I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. Ed? Favor?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I apologize, but why is there such a discrepancy in price? Yeah, it's just manufacturers, different prices from the
This is the
manufacturers.
price on that one. This is all just extra. This is the price of this one. This is for this manufacturer. 'Cause this one has there's two of them there actually. And then there's some other equipment in there as well.
Comparing the two together, that's not
Right.
really different. How long have we had that one? I think about 15 years. It's kind of on the same pace as computer technology. If you've got a computer that's 15 years old, it's junk. This
What you mean
is-
5?
This is almost there. It's still usable, but we can't buy a new battery for it, so we can only use it for 8, 9, 10 minutes.
So this does come with the camera, the hard case, 2 lithium-ion batteries, carabiner strap, trackable lanyard, tabletop charger with power supply cable and a USB cable.
The other two, ones you want. I wanted the cheapest one, actually. Which one is that? That's the one on the top page, the 67 change. Okay. That's everybody took these out and tried them and used them, and that, with the exception of one guy, everybody else liked this camera the best. Got lucky with it. Never happened.
This is a Scott.
You might be able to get package deal and get more than one. Probably. You might knock a couple $100 off the second one, but I think we beat him up pretty much down to his bottom price.
Do you really have the need?
That's not something you use every single time you go
No,
out.
it's not. And like I said, it gets used in that secondary search and, you know, everybody comes out, we've got 8 people there, you know. Probably not even us doing the secondary. We're more likely to use it in somebody else's town doing the secondary search for them while they're fighting the fire. Which vehicle would that be? Engine 1, the primary piece. That piece roll, that's the first piece out the door to every fire. So, yeah. Vote yea.
Okay.
Count that unanimous?
Yes.
You're all set, Will.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Ed, you want to pass those to Rick?
Looks like we got 4 bids here. VMI Asphalt, Advanced Excavating, Paving, Busby Construction, and R&D.
Didn't know Busby did paving.
They don't. Really? This one hasn't been opened yet, I can tell.
Yeah, none of them. None of them.
All right. All right, what do you want me to do? Read all this?
I would suggest, I would request that your information, pass it on.
Okay. I like this one, it's broken down by road.
there like a one big dollar amount?
No, there isn't. It looks like he broke it down by road. I mean, I can tell you what he had. Is that GMI? Yeah, GMI. What's Barnstead Road? At 100, right around 104,000, 103,700.
Deadline for.
It was 4:30 yesterday.
So can you read the asphalt price and the total? Or is it not like that?
It's per road, so everything's broken down per road. So he has the cost per ton. Supply and install asphalt, 1.5 inch, approximately 1,230 tons. Cost is 78.10 per ton. Comes out to about 96,000. Then he has asphalt trimming, and then supply and install asphalt handwork, gravel shoulders. It's we're really gonna have to
Karen, you're gonna put these into a spreadsheet, right?
kind of,
I
yeah.
know. Yes.
I guess you could add up all those quick. but I'm not sure it really matters.
Hmm.
This one's pretty much broke down the same way, which is good. Per road,
That's advanced.
yes. Tons are a little different for some reason. But this one really doesn't give you the pricing for that road. You gotta do the math.
If I can make a suggestion rather than trying to figure all that out, I'd just say who provided the bid and
Mhm.
we'll go on the spreadsheet and decide in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Might make
I think
better
that's
sense.
what it's gonna be, because it's hard to compare.
Yeah,
A lot of them have different tonnage, different roads, or the same road.
Mhm.
I'm not sure why that would be, but so it really is gonna have to go into some kind of spreadsheet. Busby Construction did pretty much the same thing per road, per ton. So they must be gonna sub out their paving. Yeah, they'll pave.
That's a surprise.
Huh?
That's a surprise.
they sub out some of the work. um, Do we allow that? I mean, do we have to require, they have to be insured too, right?
Right, they have to provide insurance. Not,
Did we say anything about that in the bidding
No.
process about subbing it out?
no,
Okay, R&D did the same thing. They broke it down by road, which is good. All right. It's hard to really to give you much information on it, you know. Some people gave, some of them gave you the price per road with the materials and how much per material. Some just gave you the price per material and how much material. So I mean, I give you the price per roads, but we're talking apples to apples here. Closest one, 1,225 tons as opposed to 1,230 tons. Yeah.
oh, really?
Must be in BMI. They look almost the same. So we'll have to on a spreadsheet. See this
Yes.
one?
Yeah.
The
Some of the
numbers.
distance might, the difference in tonnage. I think the proposal said you have to include the driveway aprons.
Mhm.
I don't know if they separated that out. That could be a little bit of the difference. but-
Yeah.
All right. We'll put this together,
Okay,
and then we'll be able to review it better. Maybe the actual numbers.
and just so you know, it did go to 5 different places.
Okay.
Went to GMI, Advanced, Busby, R&D, and Wolcott.
Walcott didn't see it on it.
I didn't receive anything. There was about 4 in there. I didn't send it out to Pike or Continental because they got all the state bid.
All right. We got any committee reports? Department heads? No? You good? All right. 5:55. Anybody on? Anybody have anything?
I was wondering, if it's Priscilla Titi. Are you guys all set for Memorial Day? Are we having the usual thing at the bandstand?
I think the bandstand part is up in the air. It was Priscilla, right?
Yeah,
I think the bandstand part is up in the air facility. The Legion is planning on something possibly at the memorial and a small parade as usual to the bridge, and you're trying to get,
Oh,
the-
okay.
yeah, the school and fire department, police, and possibly town hall involved. I'm not sure about the bandstand yet, though. I don't think they've made a
Okay.
decision on that part.
All right. I just wanted to make sure we were having something. I knew the Legion was planning it, but I didn't know if you guys had heard from them or not yet. Good.
nothing, really? Really? You got nothing?
Yeah.
All right, we'll close public input at 5:57. We have a non-public?
Only if a board member.
I would like a short one if no one has any
Okay,
objection.
no public. Then. All right. Falls under. We can go into non-public for RSA 91-A:3, Roman numeral number 2,
Personnel,
personnel.
Personnel.
D.
See?
Second.
Oh, Ed? Karen? Paula?
aye.
Aye. Diane?
Aye.
Sorry, forgot about it.
Karen, you gonna call me?
Yes, I will call you and put you on speaker.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.